I'm Angie.
I'm Jillian.
And we're Boozin
Beauties. We're hanging out today at the Peanut Pub here in Newton, Iowa. One of our favorite places to go.
Oh, so amazing.
Come get our mom drinks.
Well needed.
Yeah, you're all probably wondering why we're doing this and why we're here. Well, you just heard us say Boozin Beauties.
Boozin.
People have told us so much that they love to watch us live and to do things together. Well, we also love to booze. Cheers! So we decided we were going to put the two together.
Why not?
Why not? And we're going to have some fun.
Now, we also are aware that we are Sweet Minerals reps, which of course we love, but that is not what this is all about. It's simply just fun, drinking, boozing, just talking about life.
Yeah, real life stuff. We have a lot of fun topics that other people have already told us we need to talk about. A lot of good stories.
We're just people who like to keep it real.
Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, we're going to do our best to look flawless because we do sell makeup as well. But it's also very muggy today, and we're feeling very sweaty.
Oh, it's gross out.
So,
Good
yeah.
thing we're sweat-proof
And
makeup.
we all know how booze can also make you a little hotter, so. So one of the things that's really funny is we had somebody, what happened? It came up with Angie, and we were talking about like cooking and meals and like moms screwing up life. Like we're both moms. Just to tell you guys that, for those of you who don't follow us, I have a 6.5-year-old. Her name's Chloe.
And I have almost 17-year-old and a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Whew. They keep us busy. So we were talking about like moms like screwing up and all this stuff.
Oh my God.
This is one of the topics, and Angie and I seem to have these kind of stories happen to us a lot.
Oh my gosh.
So tell them what happened.
So I am a broke college student now, living the life of a broke college student, and I had a haircut a few weekends ago, and that was literally all the money that I had. And so I had Tate, my almost 17-year-old. I said, hey, take this to go to the store, buy all the ingredients, right? Literally spent all the money I had to make meatloaf. So then for the next hour, I'm making meatloaf. And look, I can't make it like my mother-in-law and my mom. I haven't quite mastered that part yet. So anyway, I'm like trying to strain the grease out of the pan that it was in into the garbage. I'm like,
not that this matters, but do you use ground beef or ground turkey for your meatloaf?
beef. I'm all about the beef.
Okay, I just wondered. I use ground turkey, so I just wondered.
All about the beef.
Okay, she's about the meat. We get it. I get it.
So I'm draining it, right? And then all of a sudden, it went bloop. All of it. All but like maybe a quarter of it. I totally said the F-bomb. Totally threw that F-bomb out. I was like, oh, fuck. And then what happened? My husband, he's all, what'd she say? He's all complaining. I'm like, I just threw the meatloaf away. And then he had the nerve to complain about how I threw the meatloaf away. I was like, yes. My goal of today was to spend every penny that I had on dinner and then spend the next hour making meatloaf and mashed potatoes and then throwing the main course away. Just, oh yes, that sounds like a good time. So he is like complaining about the meatloaf. Guess what? He didn't get no meatloaf from anybody.
No meatloaf.
No meatloaf for him.
No meatloaf. So what did you guys end up having?
So what I ended up doing, I was so mad. I was livid. But so then, because not only was I mad at myself because I just threw the freaking meatloaf away, and don't get me wrong,
Can you imagine like all of a sudden making something
So wait,
and throwing it?
I know what some of you were thinking. You're thinking, okay, but it probably could have been saved. Like I know y'all were. I did.
A quarter of it.
I looked.
A quarter of it. She said was okay.
But I looked at that meatloaf and I did ponder, like, okay, if I pull it out of the trash, like nobody is here. Like, I could just put it back in the pan, and nobody would know. I just,
Was it in one piece when it fell out, or did it crumble?
yeah, no, it was in one piece.
Oh God.
Like, so I did ponder it, but I had just thrown away Braxton's shoes, so it landed on the shoes. I was like, probably nobody wants to eat a dirty shoe, so I didn't save it. I just left it. But then I just grabbed a pound of hamburger out of the freezer.
Hold on. Before she goes on, I need to know who here. By the way, we didn't say this at the beginning. This is not always kid appropriate. We do use adult language, hence
Yeah.
also we're boozing. So yeah. Who here has dropped their meal on the floor, on the counter, or in the trash can, and re-picked it back up and served it to your family or your guests? And if you did, comment below and let us know what. I'm gonna tell you, my ass has never done that. But when she told me that, I was like, you picked it up and you just served it, didn't you? Like, I swear to God, she probably did. I was like, nah, you did. I know you did.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I was like,
I thought about it.
yeah.
I thought about it, especially after my husband.
There ain't no 5-second rule in my house.
After my husband was throwing a fit, I was thinking to myself, yeah, I should have dug that back out of the trash and just let him have his meatloaf, because that would have been the only meatloaf he got for the night. So,
you know what she's talking about, right?
So, anyway, I then got in the freezer and I just took out a pound of hamburger and I ground it up because I had like made mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. So I was like, here you go, just take your hamburger and put it on top of your mashed
Loose
potatoes.
meatloaf.
Yeah, loose meatloaf, right there. How about it? Yeah. So.
And your family was good.
I mean, they were fed, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've dropped things before, but I have never in my life picked them up and I just couldn't. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I have a weird thing about germs.
I thought about it. I didn't do it. I thought about it. There's a difference in doing and thinking.
Yeah, I have a weird thing about germs. When I was,
I know you do.
when Chloe was a baby, my family still makes fun of me to this day, but when Chloe was a baby,
I probably will too.
I would take like 10 burp cloths with us, because if we would be at like Target or even just like at the park, the minute one touched the ground, it was dirty. The minute. Like, not even like, oh, it dropped for a second. Like, I shouldn't say the minute. The second it touched the ground, it couldn't be used again. And my family still makes fun of me because if I would take like 25 binkies and like 10 burp claws and like all this
You're
stuff.
that mom.
Not anymore. Now I'm like, oh, blow it off with
Yeah.
her. But when she was a baby, oh yeah, I was totally that mom.
She's that mom.
Were you not that mom with Tate?
No.
Oh, I thought it was just the first time mom thing.
No. But I had a nephew too, so maybe that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So let's just like review a few things that people have already told us to talk about. What do you think?
Okay.
Because we've been making a list, because let's be real, we are moms and and women, and we just forget things.
And I'm going to throw this in there because she doesn't know about it. But here's the thing. First 5 people that share our video and help us, Jillian is going to make you a Boozin Beauty koozie, because we don't want your drink to be a floozy, so we need to put a koozie.
Yes! We do have a
on
logo. We have swag coming. We
First 5 people.
Yeah, we decided that today we would start off with we were trying to blend. We went red. But people have given us different stories about, obviously, MLMs and direct sales, because we're in that business and we talk about it a lot when we're out. People have given us some ideas about things at the grocery store that we need to like share, some tips or ideas that we have talked about. Angie has a background in teeth,
hair.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that because
it.
We'll be out and about,
Teeth.
and Angie will like say something, and I'll be like, "Oh, what?" Like a class 3. If you're watching this, you'll know, and don't worry, that whole thing's coming. Obviously, we're going to talk about some makeup tips, some hair tips. Angie does hair. She is my go-to.
Diva curl.
Sea salt spray.
Sea salt spray.
Sea salt spray.
And Diva curl.
And
They're
Diva
mine.
curl. As she mentioned, she had a 17-year-old, has a 17-year-old. So we're going to talk about mom as a teenager because, let's be real, I can't fucking imagine. And so her and I talk about it all the time. And I'm like, what? You had a kid at 17? Like, you know. And so, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, we're going to talk about losers. We're going to talk about low lives. We're going to talk about people acting one way and doing things another way.
We got lots of stuff coming.
But I'm just saying, like, those are things that people have specifically given to us. Like, we have 8 different things already, and that they've sent to us and told us, like, we need y'all to talk about this, because some people already knew Boozin Beauties was coming. This was something that's been in the works over the summer.
And you can expect a new video every Friday.
Every Friday, sometimes before. You'll be able to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Sorry, guys, we ain't tweeters.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like that's a celebrity thing, and I mean, as much as we're celebrities and all, like,
No.
oh, no.
I'm just a mom who likes the booze.
Today we're drinking pomegranate cider.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't remember what company, but it's so good.
It's so good.
We come here and we're like, what ciders do you have?
We
You
just
might
like
see us
taste
here at the
test.
Peanut Pub a lot.
Yeah, we just taste test the ciders
Yeah.
all the time. The other good one that they have right now is apple pie. I was like, but I went with this one.
The pineapple cider, though. So if y'all have never been to the Peanut Pub or you've never had cider beer, I highly recommend you try them. But the Peanut Pub, if you're local or somewhere close to Newton, you need to come here because they have like over 50 beers on tap, and they have several flavors of cider most of the time. And they also have like IPAs and all that stuff. But
And they have nuts.
and they have peanuts that you get to eat for free.
You can
Yeah.
have your nuts for free. Nuts for free.
Cheers! I mean, I like free nuts. Any takers? We're hiding in the back. They let us come to the back where there was nobody at, and because they didn't have an event today, so that we could do this and be a little, not have the loud people out there that are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think there, Boozin?
I think we're pretty beauty.
We're really excited for this. I know like this one is very like, nah, but you just never know. We have started some bloopers. Be prepared for bloopers to come once a month. They might not always be from videos. They might be just from when we were out and we were talking and people are like telling us things. And yeah, or when we Snapchat each other, because let's just be real, we do love Snapchat.
Oh, the filters are so fun.
If you could have 2 accounts on your phone, we would definitely have a Boozin Beauties Snapchat, but you can't. They need to create that so that we can. Snapchat, if you're seeing this, we need it so we can have 2 accounts, so we can have Boozin Beauties on one, because we love Snapchat.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I think that like kind of tells a basic.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, like it tells what we're gonna do, what you can expect. We hope you guys are just as excited as us.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. This is
I
gonna be so much
remember, Jillian is gonna make you a koozie so your drink doesn't become a floozy.
fun. First 5 people.
First 5 people.
How about we added up one?
Oh.
The first person to share this
Uh-oh.
is also gonna get a T-shirt.
Ooh, I love t-shirts.
Yeah, is also gonna get a Boozin Beauties T-shirt. So, yeah. Since she like threw that at me, I'll just throw it back out there. I thought she was gonna give away makeup. Nope.
No, I'm putting her to work.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging today. Be sure to comment below and let us know what topics you want to hear, and stay tuned for the next Boozin Beauties video.
Thanks for watching.